Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back. We're here with our fourth and final wellness session of the afternoon, and it's super exciting to have Dr. Priscilla Tang, who's with the Recharge Wellness Group, and so I actually screwed up. I put the wrong session name on the title of the session, so we're not talking about food. Although I was getting hungry, but we are going to talk about how to recharge energy. So energy levels, which is actually probably more important than just talking about food. So I'm going to just hand it over to Priscilla in just a minute. But Priscilla is a doctor, a naturopathic doctor, and she's been practicing for some time now. And she specializes in dietary issues, hormonal issues, and so forth. I'm really interested in this session, and of course, Recharge Wellness has a trade show booth at this event, and I'm going to hand it over to Priscilla, and I'm going to hide myself, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. So the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here today. Apologies for the little topic switch there, but I promise I will make it worth your time. I have something juicy planned for us a little bit later on, and we'll get to it very shortly. So today's session is about recharging your energy levels, and I love this this quote here, to ignite your momentum, because that's really what we are going to be aiming for. I think that energy is something that's a little bit hard to measure for some people. When I ask people, if they have enough energy, they're like, I don't know, what does that even mean? But momentum, we can kind of quantify that a little bit more. Momentum can mean, how much work you're getting done, how fulfilled you feel at the end of the day, how much enjoyment you're feeling from spending time with friends and family. So really just keeping, and I think that this gives us a lot of great imagery as well, just this statement here. So we are going to keep that in the back of our minds as we're going through this presentation. So today I'm going to try to keep it short and simple and make it a little bit more fun. And I'm going to go through the 3 M's of energy or momentum. I'm going to go through the first part a little bit quickly because I want to get to the juicy stuff a little bit later on. Okay, so the first M is movement. And I'm sure this comes to no surprise to many of you, with a lot of us sitting a lot nowadays, working from home. There's not a lot of movement that gets done, and it can leave our bodies feeling a little bit sluggish and a little bit under the weather. And this does not have to be complicated. You don't need to go out and run a marathon. You don't need to do, 100 burpees every day. It can mean something as simple as stretching out your neck, stretching out your legs, your chest, your arms, whatever that means to you. Keep it simple. Going for a walk. The weather is gorgeous out, especially today. The sun is shining. Definitely take advantage of the nice weather and stretch out those legs a little bit. My personal favorite is having dance parties. And again, this doesn't need to be complicated. You can have a little dance party when you're brushing your teeth, when you are waiting for the leftovers that you ate for dinner, when you're waiting for them to heat up in the microwave for lunch. Have a little dance party, put on your favorite song. I often find that throughout the workday, when it gets very draining, especially when we're sitting at our computers for very long periods of time, when I'm like, I'm going to hit a wall, I put on a nice song, it's 3 minutes long, I do a little shimmy in my chair, and then I'm back in it, and I feel much more energized and recharged. Now this, I thought I was going to be seeing some faces here, so we're just going to skip this. And then I am going to be talking about food a little bit because the second M is menu. I'm going to be talking about what power foods are for brain and energy function. Energy and brain function. So power foods include water. Now, I don't know if this is considered a food because you drink it, but it's definitely one of the more important things to consume in your day-to-day basis. I know that we all love our coffee, but we definitely need to balance it out with some water as well. Nuts and seeds, fatty fish, I really, really love good quality fats. It helps to balance out your blood sugar levels throughout the day, helps to keep your brain working optimally. Your brain really, really loves these healthy fats. Leafy green vegetables, 100% getting deep nutrients from these vegetables, making sure that we are getting the building blocks that we need in order to make energy. And then eggs and berries, great source of protein for eggs, complete source of amino acids, and berries are a really, really good source of antioxidants as well. Okay, so this is the juicy stuff I was talking about. I would like to invite you all today to join me in a meditation. So the third M is being mindful. I think there's a lot of disconnect between our mind and our bodies, and that can leave our energy levels to be less than optimal. And a great way to recharge and ignite that momentum is just being more mindful about our bodies. And a great way to do that is through meditation. So I know that I can't see you all, but I hope that you will join me here today. It's going to be quick. It's going to be purposeful, and then we'll just get right into it. So I'll invite you all to take a comfortable position, whether seated or standing, making sure that preferably your feet are connected to the ground. And then I'll invite you to close your eyes here. And we'll take a few cleansing breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. And again, in through your nose and out. And drawing your focus to your eyebrows, seeing whether they lie peacefully on top of your eyes. Are they scrunched up? Paying attention to your eyes and your eyelids. And how tightly they're shut. Or whether, again, they're resting peacefully where they are. And tracing along your ears to your chin. Noticing any tension, noticing whether you're clenching your jaw. And then noticing where your tongue sits in your mouth. Is it raised? Is it rested? Are your teeth close together or apart? And then scanning to the back of your neck, to the tops of your shoulders. Yeah, noticing if there is any tension, any areas of resistance that you feel. Many of us carry stress, anxiety, the weight of our lives on our shoulders. So if you feel any areas of resistance, can you slowly breathe into those areas? Inhaling, healing, and relaxing energy, and exhaling tension and stress. And then tracing down your back, noticing the curves of your spine. And if you're seated, noticing the areas of contact of your back to your chair. Or if you're standing, noticing the temperature of the room against your back, maybe how your clothes rest on your back. Directing your attention to your hips and your glutes. Taking some time to thank them for the support that they've given you this year. It's getting down to your thighs, your knees, the balls of your feet, arches of your foot, and down each toe. And as we work our way up, I want you to imagine your body like a battery. And as you work your way up from your toes all the way up to the top of your head, imagine drawing in energy to recharge that battery from the ground up. And as you reach the top of your head, imagining that battery being fulfilled. And then take a few last cleansing breaths with me here. Again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale. And let it go. Last one, and make it your best yet. Inhale. And exhale it out. And then I'll invite you to slowly open your eyes, bring awareness back to your outside environment as I finish off the rest of this presentation. Thank you so much for those of you who had joined me. Just to recap, the 3 M's of energy: movement, menu, and mindful, all bring blood flow, the right nutrients, and the proper connection to help fuel your body and maximize your energy on a day-to-day basis. Just like my friend it keeps reminding me, she always says, don't forget to be awesome. So definitely enjoy the rest of the conference. Don't forget to be awesome. And check out our Matchmaker service. It's a great resource if you feel like you need you feel like you want some help, but you don't know where to start. And we take care of the services for you. We match you with the right professionals to help you with your care, because we want people to feel better and go on and be awesome and focus on just being awesome. So thank you so much, guys.
All right, thank you, Priscilla. If you want to stop sharing your screen just for 1 second, there we go. You know what? We've got a couple of minutes. Does anybody have any questions for Priscilla? I think one of the questions that I had for Zoe, in her session was how often do you sort of go through this process on a daily basis, given that most of us are doing like a million things at once. So,
that's a lovely question. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So for the way that I work under the impression that health is a journey and not a destination. So it is a process, and how often and how regular we see each other really depends on what we're doing, and how many check-in points people want. So for some, they need a little bit more accountability. They want someone to really, guide them through their care. So I may see those patients a little bit more often. Otherwise, I may see people like every month, every 2 to 3 months, every 6 months. It really depends on what we're working on.
Okay, all right, good, thank you. Does anybody have any questions from the audience before we to move on to the next part of our program?
I do love questions, so please keep them coming.
Now's the chance. Oh, we got a question. Hold on. We got a Q&A from Lynn. Do you have any meditation apps that you would recommend?
Great question, Lynn. Yes. So one of my favorite ones is Simple Habit.
Simple
And I
habits.
like it because, there's a lot of, there's a huge library and there's a lot of free and paid options. So if you're just getting started with meditation, there are specific ones towards, improving your sleep or reducing anxiety, depending where you're feeling in the day. So it's a great option because it's a huge library and there are a lot of free options there.
So Simple Habits. So we'll try to find that link, and we'll share it.
And no affiliation. I just love it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Priscilla. We're out of time. I just want to thank you all. Lynn, awesome. Thanks. Okay, great.
You're very welcome.
So that was the question. Thank you. So we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're heading into our last slot of breakout session. So we only have 2. So you've got 2 options, not 3. And then we'll finish off with Stephen in our mega session conclusion. And then we'll do a very short, ending session and talk about the next event and a few other, minor details. So Priscilla, thank you very much. It was great to have you here.
Thank you
and
for
your
having
colleagues at Recharge Wellness. So they have a booth here. Go check them out, and we will talk soon. Thank you.
Have a lovely day, everyone.
Bye.